So I have been following all of this. I didn't come to the early morning conference, but I'm thinking maybe going to the activism and music session this afternoon because that sounds really interesting. I was just going to come and play my songs, but it sounds like there's some really cool stuff that you're talking about. And there have been some really interesting Twitter posts about the panel dialogues, which from an artist perspective, you know, hearing people at labels and hearing marketers and hearing web-based folk and bloggers and all these people talking about artistry and talking about authenticity, which is another word I keep saying so much. We do a hashtag for authenticity as much as it's being talked about, you know. And it's interesting because all this, you know, tweeting I could do from stage, or all the various social networks that are, you know, I let everybody know that I was going to be doing this, and some are going to see it later, and you know, fans are going to get to have a bit of this experience, you know, and I could be here, sort of putting that glass wall between me and all of you. But then there's that whole big question of authenticity, you know, which for me as an artist is it really comes into play when the songs are being written and when everything's being made. And most of these songs that I played, they're going to be on my record that comes out in September on Tennman Records. I wrote them when I was living in the middle of the mountains. We didn't really have good internet connection, and I was sort of divorced from all of this. You know, from all this idea of interconnectivity and constant connection and constant updates. And so I don't know, something to think about. That sort of isolation sometimes does the artist's soul good. I wrote this next song though in the middle of a city, in Memphis, which some might say in parts of Memphis is a city in decline, one of the American cities that's having a really rough time right now. This is a song called In This House.